Ginsberg was one of the shining lights of the Beat generation, an openly gay man in the 1950s and arguably the best-known Jewish poet post-World War II. And it was here in San Francisco that he rose to fame. City Lights Bookstore behind me published most of his works, including the controversial poem Howl. In 1957, Ginsberg's publisher Lawrence Ferlinghetti was tried for obscenity, then acquitted, sealing Howl's fame.
City Lights went from publishing 1,000 at a time to 10,000 at a time because everybody wanted to see what all the excitement was about. Allen kind of made San Francisco his second home. He spent a lot of time here, and he had a lot of friends here.
As City Lights Bookstore marks its 60th birthday, many of those friends, along with scholars and fans, gathered for a festival celebrating Ginsberg's legacy. The Mechanics Institute Library hosted a panel discussion chaired by fellow Jewish author Alan Kaufman. He says Ginsberg's work is firmly rooted in his Jewish heritage.
If you read Howl, as you read, he refers to Malach, he refers to Baal, he refers to all of these elements from the Old Testament. And so Allen is taking the posture as a gay Jewish man in the 1950s, in the McCarthy era, of an Old Testament prophet.
Some panelists knew Ginsberg, who died in 1997, personally. They regaled the audience with impersonations and anecdotes.
Operator, this is God. Can't be Kerouac.
There were performances of Ginsberg's poems,
10-10.
and one by 84-year-old Ruth Weiss, a very early innovator of jazz poetry. She came to San Francisco in 1952, just before the Beat movement took off.
It's just one of those unexplainable things. It was just ignited. It never occurred to me it would be some big thing that generations later would be interested in.
One recurring discussion topic was the role of women in the Beats. Ginsberg was a tireless advocate for his right to friends, all of them male.
The comradeship did not always extend to women, and I have to say that Ruth Weiss, it's so ironic and so cool that Ruth Weiss is here because Allen pushed her off the stage sometimes.
That masculine solidarity is immortalized by a lesser-known strand of Ginsberg's work, his photography. 79 prints, almost all taken by the poet, are on show at the Beat Memories exhibition at San Francisco's Contemporary Jewish Museum. They tenderly portray his relationships with lovers and friends, Beat legends like Jack Kerouac and William S. Burroughs, their experiments with drugs and alcohol, journeys abroad, and their descent into old age. Documentarian of an era, Allen Ginsberg remains a seminal figure in San Francisco's literary history and a source of pride for many in the gay and Jewish communities. I'm Rebecca Bowering for JN1 in San Francisco.